Military Matters on KFDX is brought to you by Copperhead Harley-Davidson and Genesis Wellness and Pain.
For folks who live around Fort Sill, hearing an occasional explosion from the artillery ranges is a common occurrence, but getting to see what actually causes the explosions is another thing entirely.
That's right. For this week's Military Matters, I was one of several people in attendance for the 218 Field Artillery Battalion's Community Day, which gave people like you and me the opportunity to get a brief look at some of the high-end artillery that the battalion trains on. A flash of light and a sudden boom. That's what people came to see at the 218 Field Artillery Regiment's Community Day. It was a rare opportunity for folks to get a behind-the-scenes look at the battalion's training at Fort Sill.
So the families can understand or know what the explosions that they hear are and what shakes their house throughout the day and night, essentially what causes that, and that'll be us.
The piece of equipment people came to see is the Mike 270 Alpha 1 multi-launch rocket system. As guests watched from the hillside, Captain James Richards was sitting in the battalion's driver's seat.
We went through the whole process today, so we received the mission. It got sent to the Fire Direction Center, which is just right behind me, and then they pushed it to the launcher, and the fire mission was conducted.
While many people know Fort Sill for artillery like howitzers, guests getting the opportunity to watch an MLRS in action is a real treat. According to Captain Richards, it holds a level of distinction among the fort's many artillery systems.
These MLRS behind me can shoot at extreme distances, and they're able to outrange the basic cannon artillery, which is what most people see, and it's the most common artillery here used at Fort Sill.
On the battlefield, Captain Richards says its range is used to target assets that normal artillery or even airplanes might not be able to reach.
So the Mike 270 Alpha 1s are able to range those deep targets. We're able to engage in the deep battle fight, so to say.
With how rare a live fire demonstration of an MLRS is, Richards is proud of how many families got to see one in action.
It's pretty special to bring the families out here and to be able to observe just kind of the power that comes behind the long-range rocket capabilities that we have here at Fort Sill.
After observing an MLRS in action, those in attendance are left with a deeper understanding of how the 218 Battalion remains mission ready.
How exciting. That looked like a good time.
It certainly was a good time. Now, like, part of the reason why the live fires of the MLRSs are so rare is because, I mean, they only fired off 5 missiles while I was there.
Right.
It's because they're so expensive.
That makes sense. They are big.
So they got a real treat, everyone who was there. So.
Well, according, though, to Fort Sill personnel, most of the training exercises on this particular system are done on simulators rather than out in the field, which adds a bit of perspective.
Yeah.
Now, they show a special live fire demonstration. They'll have those just like this one, right? They'll have special demonstrations just like that one as well?
Well, I mean, that's very rare.
Gotcha.
It's very rare that they have those,
Okay,
is what you know, we were saying.
Right,
so,
right.
Because it's so expensive.
But that looked pretty cool. I'm glad you got to go and see that.
Very neat. I was glad I got to see it.